Ever pull an all-nighter for a term paper? I once started my paper the morning it was due. I used to say I just work better under pressure. But the truth is, procrastination isn't about laziness. It's about how your brain is wired. Your brain values immediate comfort over future rewards. It's a glitch called time inconsistency. That's why saving for retirement feels impossible in your 20s, but then urgent the moment you hit 50. Same with taxes. You wait until April 14th and then bam, suddenly it's a crisis. What happens on that day? Up until then, you associate pain with doing them, but then suddenly, when you're under the gun, the movie you play in your head changes and your focus starts to shift to the pain of not doing them on time. Not your ability that changes, it's your focus, that movie playing in your head. So here's the fix: expand the movie to show the pain of not doing it. If your movie's too short and only focuses on the immediate pain of getting started, you'll procrastinate until you change that movie to include the long-term consequences. See yourself exhausted at 3 a.m. cramming for a deadline, feel the regret of missing opportunities. Let those consequences play out vividly. What's it like staying up all night before that term paper's due, or on April 15th when you still don't have your taxes done? What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? What kinds of things are you saying to yourself? Change that movie to focus on results, not actions. You want to start to focus on the results of each choice, procrastination versus starting now, and take the focus off the pain or the pleasure of the actions you'll be taking with each choice. Really get into that experience. How unpleasant is it to be stressed out of your mind, heart racing while you kick yourself for procrastinating yet again, and would give anything for a chance to just go back and just get it done now. Focus on that part of the movie, and your motivation to get in gear will start to change. Hack number 2 is the 2 millimeter rule. Every year, I see my gym packed the first week of January. The second week, we've lost about half the new people, and by week 3, it's pretty much back to normal. Why do so many people give up 2 weeks into a 52-week year? It's obvious because it's painful, right? Most people with their New Year's resolutions will take the approach of, I'm going to starve myself and work out 5 hours a day. How long do you think you'll stick with this approach? Most of us, myself included, would probably give up around day 2. What we want to do instead is take the opposite approach. Instead of loading ourselves up on pain and trying to overcome it all at once, which almost never works, we take that pain on one tiny little bite at a time. The key to progress is 2 millimeter shifts done every single day. Start easy, leave with a little bit left in your tank, and your energy level will start to snowball. Not to mention you'll look forward to going back versus being in pain and feeling worn out. Do just a little bit more the next day and then the next. 1% improvement every day does not equal 365% in a year. That 1% compounds over and over and becomes 3,700%. That's 37 times improvement in a year. Tony Robbins once interviewed a guy named Stu Middleman who used this approach for running. To celebrate his 50th birthday, he ran 1,000 miles. That's almost 50 marathons back to back, all by doing 2 millimeter shifts every single day. Hack number 3 is fun gets done. Do you ever procrastinate on things that you enjoy? Of course not. Why? Because you're actually looking forward to them. And you can do this by listening to music or podcasts, or somehow reward yourself with something you love. You can also use a thing called habit chaining. Link the task that you don't like to one that you do like. So when you do one, you automatically do the other. So if you don't like working out, you could link it to something you do like, maybe meeting a friend for a coffee afterwards or whatever that would be for you. You won't believe how much resistance melts away when you find a way to look forward to it. There was a point in my life where the only way I could go to the gym was to get myself up at 4 a.m. Not easy to do. I never once wanted to get out of bed when that alarm went off. But I really like basketball, and at the time I was constantly listening to Tony. So I always had one of his programs in my ears, and I always ended my workouts with 10 minutes of shooting hoops. This gave me a fun picture to focus on when that alarm was buzzing at 4 a.m. and I had to drag myself out of bed. I got up and went to the gym at 4 a.m. 5 days a week for 6 years straight using this and the 2 millimeter approach. Your version of fun could be music, it could be a certain place, maybe the beach or a park. The key is to find something that's fun enough for you so that you'll be looking forward to that part versus focusing on the dread of the part that you'd rather avoid. And it will be like that friend that drags you out of the house when you don't feel like getting out of the couch. So we're going to do a very powerful NLP exercise to hack that mental movie and change those feelings towards that thing you're procrastinating about and get you more than ready to jump into action on it. So close your eyes and think of something you love doing, your passion. Really get into that experience. What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? In the space around you, where is that picture, that sound, that feeling located? Physically reach out with your hand and touch it. Take note and remember this location. We'll call this activity A. And now think again of something that you're struggling to get going on. You've got approach avoidance. Again, when you think of this thing, what pictures, what sounds, what feelings come up for you? Where are they located in the space around you? We'll call this activity B. I want you to take that picture, that sound, or that feeling of this thing that's got you motivationally challenged, activity B, and imagine sending it way off in the distance. So far out, it's just a dot on the horizon. And just before it pops out of your awareness, I want you to bring it back. Bring it back in towards you. And when it gets close enough, I want you to bring it back into the location of activity A, that thing that you naturally feel motivated to do, and just snap it in there. Now, notice how your feelings about doing activity B have now changed. Take this image, the sound of this feeling about this thing, and keeping it in its new place, imagine right in the center of it, a tiny image or sound or feeling of that first thing that you're naturally motivated to do. Activity A, whose location we just borrowed, imagine it right in the center. And at the count of three, I want you to imagine activity A growing into and replacing activity B. 1, 2, 3. Notice those amazing sensations of you doing activity A. Again, really get into it. What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? Imagine they've switched places, and activity B, that thing you don't want to do, is now that tiny little dot at the center. And at the count of three, I want you to hold on to these sensations as much as you can while you bring back up activity B. 1, 2, 3. Did activity B change at all? Whether it did or it didn't, either way is fine. One more time. On three, bring back up activity A, that thing you're naturally motivated to do. 1, 2, 3. And just imagine being immersed in the experience of doing it and those amazing sensations. In your mind's eye, if those sensations had a color, what color would they be? Imagine the sensations, that color expanding with every breath, filling your body, filling up every organ, every tissue, every cell of your body. And when you're completely filled up with them, breathe them in even more. Hold on to every bit of this incredible feeling while you bring back up activity B. 1, 2, 3. Notice yourself feeling those same motivating feelings towards activity B, this thing you had been putting off, when all you needed to do was fit it in the right location, give it the right sensations, the right color. Breathe in that color some more while you start to notice how you can't wait to get started on it now. And whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes. Procrastination is not laziness. It's just bad programming. And now you've got the tools to rewrite it. Change the movie, make tiny 2mm shifts, fun gets done, and then rewire your motivation with NLP. If this hit home, please hit like and subscribe and drop a comment. What's one thing you've been procrastinating on? What was your experience in that last exercise? Do you feel motivated to do it now? Please share this with a friend who needs a push. And remember, your brain is wired for comfort, but you can rewire it for success. If you're ready to go deeper, you can join me inside Limitless Life, where we'll use the incredible power of hypnosis to let go of old patterns, release emotional weight, and create space for clarity, joy, and your next level. If you're ready to release the past and reclaim your power, all at a super affordable price, put the link in the description. Or if you'd like my help one-on-one, you can book a free 15-minute clarity call to see if I can help you. From veterans to high achievers to people who face things most of us can't even imagine, I've helped them shift old patterns and step back into joy and purpose. Many of them describe feeling lighter, freer, and more connected to life. I also help salespeople, entrepreneurs, and people looking to launch that business or level up their life but are struggling with subconscious blocks. If you've got challenges in any of these areas, I'd love to help you too. That link is also in the description. And if you find this powerful, please send it to someone who needs it.